Hello, I'm Neil Quigley and welcome to my podcast. Labour have now said they will aim to wipe out all student debt when they can afford it, therefore showing how much they're supporting students by following every student plan with their fees and loans. How have the government wasted £60 million on a new tagging system for prisoners? It would have been cheaper and more successful to just buy them on an iPhone with that new Snapchat GPS map app and then make them strap that to their leg. Boris Johnson's "Europe can go and whistle for the money" statement shows us he's never had to have a bank loan. That repayment stance does not work, mate. I should know, I tried it on Lloyd's. Donald Trump let his daughter go to a meeting on his behalf at the G20. I'm not sure he's taking this presidency thing seriously. I mean, did he ever let her sit in on any of his business deals for him? I've not read the book, but I'm guessing the art of the deal is not to send your kids to do it for you. Everything he says or does contradicts everything he has said or done. He fought a whole campaign against dodgy emails, while his son was seemingly just doing that. I mean, if he was chatting her up, his son, his dad really can't say much against Eastern European women, can he? Donald Trump and family, they really are the gift that keeps on giving. After another meeting with President Macron in Paris, Donald Trump appears to suggest that he's warming to the idea of relooking at the climate change agreement. Ironically. Once again this year, it looks like teachers will have their pay rises capped at 1%. If your child only made 1% of improvement every school year, I'm sure you'd not be very happy. No wonder there's a lack of maths teachers. It all adds up. The King and Queen of Spain visited England and our royal family this week in what many were calling Prince Philip's final chance to cause an accidental international incident. The Lake District has been awarded World Heritage status, just like the Grand Canyon. Does that now make Carlisle our Las Vegas? As a block of ice a quarter of the size of Wales breaks away from Antarctica, I still can't understand why everything is always measured using this system. The Rugby Union Lions series with New Zealand ends in a draw, which seems like a lot of effort and hype all for nothing, just like when they made Ghostbusters 2. Andy Murray was knocked out of Wimbledon in the quarter-finals, maybe fittingly in a year that has seen the rise of grime music as his hit made him hop. Johanna Konta just missed out on the ladies' Wimbledon final when she was beaten by Venus Williams. Unusual for so many British people to be getting so excited and cheering on a semi. Tottenham had to come out and say that the club was not for sale this week. I mean, of course they're not. I mean, it's a brave man who wants to buy a football club with no current ground and an unfinished stadium. It's like buying a timeshare villa from just the photo alone. Wayne Rooney has rejoined Everton. Would all like to revisit our youth, but not too many people actually get to do it. Weirdly though, I think he has more hair this time around. An Irish paper has printed a picture of the grime artist Stormzy, thinking it was Romelu Lukaku. That's what can happen when you let your daughter stand in and do your job for you. Mo Farah may be a great runner, but he should have gone to Specsavers for those glasses, mixing up Noel and Liam Gallagher at the U2 gig he was at. Is he saying that all Gallaghers look the same? This week we learned that a 15-year-old work experience boy has better social media and PR skills than the whole of Southern Rail. I can't remember the last time they got such positive press. Drinking 3 cups of coffee a day could help you live longer, say some caffeine-fueled scientists. Do you live longer, or does it just take a few days extra for your heart to stop beating due to all that extra stimulation? Thames Valley Police left a "sorry we missed you" message at the place in the woods where they discovered and removed a cannabis plant. I mean, who grows drugs in the woods? Maybe that explains why Winnie the Pooh is always so relaxed and happy. The police are said to be spliffed that they missed the culprits. 30 million people went to a live music gig last year. Not the same one, obviously. You'd need some seriously big screams to make that work. But in total, to all live music events, a lot of those were at festival or arena gigs where unless you're at the front, you're basically paying to see miniature Tom Thumbs on stage or you're watching huge video screens. So it's a bit like being at MTV Live. Google are now being blamed by Ed Sheeran's management for allowing secondary ticket websites to promote themselves online. When did Google become the internet police? That's like blaming the Yellow Pages because they supply the phone numbers of some possible cowboy builders. It looks like a huge burial ground has been discovered, expected to contain human remains over 5,000 years old in a farmer's field near Stonehenge in Wiltshire. Well, either that or the farmer has just tipped them off as he needs the field dug up and can't be bothered to do it himself. A primary school in Bournemouth has said it may have to close early on Fridays because of a funding crisis. I imagine they have a lot of groundbreaking ideas there though, as it's called the Epiphany C of E School. Some rare good news as Gangnam Style is no longer the most watched video on YouTube. It's been replaced by another song rather than just a video of a cat doing something stupid. Thanks for listening. That's it for this week. Have a fun and fantastic 7 days, and I'll see you next week.